When it comes to real estate investing, what are the key differences between the investors that win and the ones that don't, or the ones that it takes them longer to win? Because the only way you don't win in real estate is if you quit. First thing is, the ones that I think it take them longer to win, they stay inside of their head trying to process the information. They need to see a clear path, I guess, in their head first before they take action. Over the ones that win sooner, they trust that it's gonna work out, and they also know that if it don't work out the first try, eventually it will. So they're not afraid to move. They're not afraid to take action. And I always tell my mentees this: we could talk all day about real estate. Like, I could share all these strategies with you and all these different things. Your best lessons in real estate, it comes from you taking action. It ain't you sitting in the classroom, gathering information, details, studying. Your best lessons from real estate comes from you taking action, consistent action. So the people that win in real estate, they consistently taking action. Even if they project, it went over the time frame that they thought it was gonna take to flip the property, they keep taking action. Even if they thought they was gonna make $40,000 on the deal, they made $25,000, they keep taking action. Even they had to fire a contractor, bring another contractor in, they keep taking action. So they don't take a lot of time focus on what's wrong or the problems. They focus on the solutions. Well, on the other hand, the new investors that it takes them a while to actually get it, they focus on everything that can go wrong. If they have an issue with a contractor, they stay stuck on the issue with the contractor versus focusing on solutions. So that's the major difference between the two. You have one group of individuals, they consistently take action no matter what, and they understand that the best lessons are going to come from the actions that they take. And then you have another group of individuals that they need to be perfect in their head before they take action. They don't really trust the process, so they go and then they stop. Or if a contractor run off, it mess up their whole day. And so they never get to where they want to go because they're overthinking. They're crossing T's, dotting I's versus taking consistent action. If you want to win in a real estate game, you need to take consistent action. And just understand, your best lessons in the real estate game is going to come from the action that you take. I didn't get here by everything working out and being perfect. I got it wrong a lot before I got it right. But I understand that you don't lose in real estate unless you quit. So just say on my last deal, if I thought I was gonna make $50,000 and I only made 20, okay, I got a lesson. My next deal won't be the same. I'm not gonna quit. And the next deal, I may make $100,000. That's just how real estate works. And I always look at it like this: if somebody winning somewhere right now, somebody getting a check somewhere right now. So if you consistent with the activities that line up with what you want from real estate, you too gonna win. It's just a matter of time. So if I wanted to make my first $100,000 today in Cleveland, I would go back, I would watch New Jack City, right? And then after New Jack City, I would watch Blow. I would watch Boys in the Hood too, you know what I mean? Just, throw some of that in there. Oh, I would watch Scarface too, right? I would watch Scarface because I like when the dude, whoever the big kingpin was, he called Tony and told him, "I told you, you little don't do something." And Tony threw the phone like, I like shit. That's how I be feeling when say certain shit. I be ready to throw, yeah, but anyway. So if I wanted to make my first $100,000 in Cleveland, Ohio, what would I do? So the first thing, I would find out what the average profit is on inner city flips. And so when you find out what the average profit is on inner city flips, once you find out that it's 25,000, right? You're just getting started. The average profit on inner city flips is about 25,000. You're just getting started. Once you got in the game and you started to learn and connect, you got resource relationships, the profit margin is going to increase. But inner city flips, average single family flips is about 25,000. Inner city two-family flips is about 40 grand. In the suburbs, it's like 40 to 50,000. So if I want to make my first 100,000 and I found out what the average profit was, then I pick my property type. So say if it's going to be single families, inner city, I need to do 4 of those to make $100,000. So I identified inner city Cleveland. I probably would go to zip code 44120. Why? Because that's one of the most active inner city zip codes in Cleveland, Ohio. Next, I would get my funding together. I'm not sure if you paying cash or not, but I would connect with some hard money lenders in Cleveland, Ohio. I would partner with them. I would probably use a business credit card or a personal credit card to get the capital that I need in order to partner with the hard money lender. Next, I would build my team. I probably would go to the REHAB meeting, find out when Cleveland is having a REHAB meeting, go to the REHAB meeting so I could meet some contractors. I would also go to Home Depot. You go to Home Depot, 7, 8 in the morning, the parking lot is full of contractors' vehicles with their logos on the side of the vehicles. I would take pictures of those vehicles, put them inside a folder on my phone. I would go inside of Home Depot. In the plumbing aisle, who you gonna see? Plumbers. Y'all get some cards. When you go in the electrical aisle, who you gonna see? Electricians. I would also tap into people that have already had success in the Cleveland market, network with them to be able to get some of the people that I need. For my dream team, I would connect with a real estate agent that set me up on an automated list, like an automated list where you get it every morning, 7 a.m. with properties that fit your criteria. So say if you said 44120, that's the zip code you're gonna focus on. You focus on single family homes. So I'll have the real estate agent put together me a list, 44120, single family homes, $0 to $50,000. Every morning, 7 a.m., you're gonna get the list. You go through the list. Once you find something that fits your criteria, you reach out to your real estate agent. They set up a showing. You go walk through the property. You have your GC meet you over there because you're just getting started. You don't know the numbers like the back of your hand yet. You have your GC walk through, give you some quotes. Once your GC gave you the quote, your real estate agent already gave you the comps, the comparables. So you will know after you fix the property what you could sell it for. So based on what you could sell it for, the GC gave you the repairs. You decide what you're gonna offer from there. And again, 4 inner city flips, single families, $25,000 average profit. You do 4 of those, that's $100,000. If you focus on 2 families, say the average profit $40,000, you do 3 of those, that's $120,000. Say you like the suburbs, you go to the suburbs, average profit $40,000 to $50,000. You do 2 of those, that's 100, or you do 3 of those, that's 100 and some change. And you repeat the process. Yeah, that's your first 100K in Cleveland, Ohio. But that's what I would do. I love the inner city. It's easy for me to run my 6-week rehab play. When you're dealing in the suburbs, it's not as fast for you to run your rehab play because you got to wait on the city to come out to do their inspection before you can close the walls up. And so every step of the way, the city got to come out and approve it. And that just slow up my process. So I like to run my real estate play in the inner city, Cleveland, Ohio. But listen, you're trying to get in the real estate game or learn more about the Cleveland market, make sure you like, follow, share, subscribe. Thank you.